Hi, my name is Fiona, and this is how I became a UX designer without any design background. Actually, I kind of stumbled into this field. The year that I graduated from uni was also the year that CNN Money said that UX design was one of the top 100 careers with big growth, great pay, and satisfying work. And the expected growth was around 13%. And I just happened to graduate at the same time and landed a job that allowed me to become a UX designer. So, what actually happened? After graduating with an econ degree, I didn't really know what I wanted to do in my life. I only know what are my interests, what I like and what I don't like. So I know that I like research, I know that I like design, and I kind of like marketing too. So I was open to these kind of jobs, and I was looking online, scouring online for marketing, design, and research job for a while. And then one day, I happened to have lunch with the CEO of the company that I was part timing at. I was part-timing with them since the second year of my uni. So right after I graduated, I continued to part-time with them while I was looking for a full-time job. So during this casual conversation with the CEO, I kind of shared with him what are my interests in design and my skills in research. And this kind of somehow led to a job offer with them as a researcher. So that was how I got my first foot in to this design field. I was first hired as a researcher. I was placed in the design and strategy team and worked very closely with other senior designers as well as the head of department who is in charge of the overall UX strategy. So every day while I was working with them and assisting and helping out with research work such as conducting user interviews, focus group, card sorting, etc. I was also talking to the UI designers who are just sitting opposite me. And the more we talk, the more I get exposed to the work that they do. As I learn more about what they do, I get more and more fascinated. And I started to ask them, hey, can you show me your work? And then maybe I can stand beside you as you are, coming out with your design. So slowly, I started to learn that the tools that they were using back then was a Sketch and InVision. So during my free time, I downloaded these two apps and I started to learn more and more about Sketch and InVision. Then one day, the opportunity came again. So a project manager came over to our desk and then asked, hey, are there any designers who are free who can help me out with this prototype? I need some changes. So she looked around and it looks like all the designers were currently busy with the existing project. So I kind of like offered my help and said that, okay, if you are doing your prototyping with InVision, then I know how to use the tool, so maybe I can help you out. And that was how I got my first project in my first touch in doing like prototyping work. And slowly, I started to get more and more prototyping tasks added to my workload. And then when I also let my team know that I can use Sketch, and that was when they also let me touch on Sketch and use the tool more often, such as creating lo-fi wireframes. Yeah, I also tried coming up with my own hi-fi wireframes, but the thing is, it was just super ugly because back then I didn't have any UI design skills at all. Some of the designers that I was working with, they were actually graphic designers, and then they transitioned to become web designers, and then they transitioned to become UI designers. So they already have some kind of fundamental design background. Whereas for me, I had an econ background, and previous before that, I was doing marketing. So totally no design background at all. I knew that my UI skills was weak, so any free time I have, I started to create and practice and build my own scripts. And whenever I have something more decent, then I'll ask my senior designers to, hey, can you help me check my work? And give me any kind of feedback. It's okay if it's negative, I can take it. Yeah, I kept practicing my skills, and eventually, this is how I made my transition from a researcher to become a UX UI designer. To recap, these are the three things that I did to help me become a UX designer. Number one is to master the tool. Back then, it was Sketch and InVision. Now it's Figma. So if you want to become a UX designer, you need to learn how to use Figma. Number two is back then I volunteered to help my design team out. So this gave me the opportunity to practice my newfound skills with Sketch and InVision. And it also at the same time helped my rest of the designers to offload some of their work. And then the third thing that I did to become a UX designer was that I was not afraid to ask a lot of questions and make a lot of mistakes. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to know how I can help you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!